New profession items just came out in Season of Discovery and they are insane! Medina is on the case! And let me tell you guys, we are gonna have to do a lot at level 25 because we are talking purples here. Yes, first of all, we found out that they are gonna lock professions at level 150, so it is not even that much you even gotta get anymore. But yes, another thing that we found out is that your epic gear is gonna be made with shards of the void. We still do not know what a shard of the void is gonna be, where we are gonna get it, but they are gonna be reagents that you are gonna use to turn a profession item that you create, like normal boots, let's say, and you turn them into epic boots. Pretty similar to how the tier 0.5 gear used to work in vanilla, remember that? If I were a betting man, I would say that they are gonna make them work similar to tier piece tokens, and that means they are gonna drop in BFD, but we do not know yet so far. Anyway, we are gonna start with tailoring. You are gonna get extra planar spider silk boots. You can craft these ones by taking normal spider silk boots, that is a tailoring item, and you enchant them with shard of the void. You are gonna need a skill of 150 to get these, and they are beyond broken. They got 5 stamina, 5 intellect and 5 spirit, so it's gonna be pretty much a priest vesting slot. But look, any caster is gonna want this because they also have 1% hit chance. That's right. The hit chance also affects melee, which is weird, but it will affect spell hit chance too, so it is not clear if it's gonna affect wands. People are telling me it will affect wands, so I am gonna roll with it, but yeah. The really interesting part though is the active. You pop it on a 10-minute cooldown and you instantly reduce threat, as well as reducing all damage taken by 30% and also all damage dealt. That's right, it will reduce your damage dealt. That is really weird. I do not think they intend this for warlock tanks, because if it is for tanking, why the hell would they make it reduce your threat? It is really clunky. If I were to guess, this is probably for PvP. It will have a space in your PvE though, because damn bro, 1% hit cannot really beat that, can you? So yeah, the active is probably gonna be useless. You might use it for like surviving mechanics, but that's about it. Now for blacksmithing, this is gonna be the male gear, and I am gonna toot my own horn a little bit here because I am that bit of a douchebag. I told you! Shining silver breastplate was gonna be broken, and hear this, it is now your epic item. This is a blue chest piece with 14 strength, and as a blacksmith you can make it, and now you can turn it into a purple at level 150 blacksmithing to get the void touched silver breastplate. This thing is a little weird, I'm gonna admit it. You are losing 2 strength when you enchant it, but then you're getting the 1% hit once again, much more important anyway, and the passive, it is awkward as hell. Every time you get hit by the mob has a chance of taking more damage. This is obviously intended for tanks like a protection paladin, a protection warrior, but I can't really shake this feeling that this thing is gonna be kinda clunky. Why would you put damage stats on a tanking item? It is weird. I mean, it's still gonna be best in slot for tanks and DPSers because 1% hit and, you know, strength is still useful for a tank because threat, but it feels weird. It feels weird. Next is gonna be the leatherworking one, and you're gonna get 2, that's right, 2 items with it. We are gonna get melee gloves and we are gonna get broken caster gloves. It makes sense, you know, you got a lot of weird specs in leather. You got the bunkins, you got the elemental shamans, and then you got rogues, hunters, and bears obviously. There is a lot of stuff to deal with. We are gonna start with the DPSing one. You get agility and 1% hit. So off the bat, this is best in slot for hunters, best in slot for rogues, and it will be best in slot for bears by far. As I said in my guide, check out my bear guide, by the way, I made one guide for it in Season of Discovery. Anyway, you love agility as a bear. It is one of the best stats in the game for you. So this is a win-win-win for the bears. Get owned liberal warriors. Our active is gonna be way better. You get this disgusting active that will get you 10% attack speed. That is free rage generation, free damage. And then you are also getting 10% extra thread. Put your stonks on the bear. I told you, I've been saying for a month. I didn't change my mind. Bears are broken. Then we are gonna get the void touched leather gauntlets. These are gonna be your caster gloves. You got 5 stamina, 7 intellect and 6 spirit with a big ol' 1% hit again, but this time the active is 10% more damage too, at the cost of generating 10% more threat. Little pro tip here, you can craft both of these and swap into whatever spec you are playing. Like if you are a boomkin that wants to go bear, if you are like, I don't know, an elemental shaman that wants to go enhancement, you can get both of these items. That's not all for the gear. You can get this new sharpening stone for blacksmiths. It increases your hit chance by 2%. It only works in BFD, but this is insane. This is crazy. 2% hit for free. All you need is a coarse sharpening stone, you know, that worthless thing, and a lesser magic essence. Is pretty much worthless. I imagine they limited it to BFD, because if it stayed the same for the whole game, you would see people at level 60 using it, like 2% hit for free. Are you insane? Anyway, enchanters will also get a new weapon oil. It is basically the same hitting. You get like 2% hit, but you also get free mana per 5, so this is already a necessity. It's gonna be pretty expensive though, because you're gonna get 1 greater magic essence and 5 magic dust this time. That's a lot more expensive. Now, alchemy is gonna get an elixir that lets you speak to a corpse, whatever that means. If I were to guess, it's probably gonna be some sort of quest item, or otherwise it's gonna be like a gimmicky battle rest, like you remember the ghouls in Wrath of the Lich King, the ghoul rest that the Dead Knights used to have, maybe something like that. They left it vague for a reason, we're gonna have to find out. Meanwhile, engineers are gonna get a shredder auto-salvage unit. It says you can use it on a broken shredder to salvage it, whatever that means. It might mean that you can resurrect a shredder and get like a pet or something. It might mean that you just get like items from it. We do not know. We are gonna find out this one soon, because people are already close to crafting it. We are also gonna get new PvP items. When you win the Ashen Veil event, apparently the Alliance is winning every single one of those, because them as Mongold. You can get these blue helmets for cloth, leather and mail. I am gonna explain them all at once because they are fairly simple. They got some armor and they make you take 5% less damage in Warzone Gulch. That's pretty much it. The really cool part is you can also get a level 25 mount. Yes, that's right, you heard that right, I didn't make it up. You can get a mount. It is 50% extra speed though, and it only works in Ashen Veil. It's like you rent a house, right? And you tell the landlord, hey man, the toilet doesn't work, Mr. Landlord. Can you fix it? Can we get a real toilet? And the guy's like, well, pee in the sink. I don't care. Like, yeah, it's gonna work, you can do it, but just give us the 25 mount. I'm tired of peeing in my sink. Anyway, we're gonna spend a lot of time in Ashen Veil by the likes of it, and there is a lot more items coming to Ashen Veil in particular that we haven't even discovered or data mined yet. So I am pretty happy, at least we got something. And I am gonna be streaming my journey to level 25 in Season of Discovery. I think we got one stream more left until I hit it basically, so subscribe, leave a like, and God help you join the Discord or you are gonna get severe consequences, young men. And thank you for watching, welcome to Costco, I love you.